American Express just launched the Graphite Business Cash Unlimited card. It's their first premium metal card that gives you unlimited 2% cash back on every eligible business purchase with no cap. Most business cards cut your rewards off after $50,000 in spend. This one doesn't. So whether you spend $50,000 or $500,000, you're getting the same 2% back on every dollar. Now, this isn't a 0% interest business credit card. However, the benefit of this card, I think, is totally worth it and can still outweigh that intro 0%. Most other 0% cards that do have cashback rewards, they limit you on how much you can actually receive and cap that with a certain spend. Now, I'm going to give you the full breakdown of the specs, including the $295 annual fee, the 5% travel cashback, and the $2,400 automation credit so you can decide if it's worth it for your business. This announcement isn't a rumor. This comes directly from the American Express website. I've spoken to multiple business owners that use other American Express credit cards like the Gold and the Platinum with no preset spending limit. They utilize these cards because of that no preset, kind of like an unlimited cap, because they have high monthly spend. They could be contractors, they could be working in other industries that require large purchases for them to conduct their business every month, and that's what they love about it. But now what they can get with the Graphite card is that unlimited 2% cash back. And I'm talking about business owners that are spending more than $50,000 a month, $75,000, $100,000 a month on a purchase. They still pay the card off every month, but they like to put that on these cards to gain access to the points and other benefits. Now, one of the key features that American Express did is they interviewed majority of their users, their business users that use these types of cards, and found out over 50% of them wanted the cashback feature. So, as always, American Express stepped up to the plate and introduced the Graphite card, giving no cap, unlimited 2% cash back on all everyday purchases for your business, and then 5% cash back for all the American Express travel. Tons of our business owners are traveling all the time, going site to site, place to place, utilizing their cards, and now you can earn an additional 5% on all travel expenses. On top of the 5% cash back, they also have flexible reward dollars. So this is key because you don't actually have to spend everything through the American Express portal. They give you the option to redeem this as either statement credit that you can just use towards your balance, or even, for example, at Amazon.com. And you can have a 1-to-1 rule with no minimum redemption amount. So if you're a big Amazon shopper and you want to use all these cashback rewards to take care of all your purchases, you can do that too. Very flexible when it comes to this. In the past, with other American Express cards, they work as a charge card where you get heavily penalized if you don't pay your balance off completely at the end of each month. With this card, they give you more flexibility called pay over time. So this is the ability to carry a balance with interest and not have to pay it back every month. I will tell you though, a little tip about American Express, they do like you to pay your balances off every month. If you truly want to increase your minimum spend limit and really take advantage of that flexible spend power they're giving you, the more you pay this card off, use it and pay it off multiple times, the higher and higher they will raise your limit. American Express is really big with their internal score rating. So to get the top tier internal score rating, that's how you need to treat this card. And a warning, if you carry a large balance on this card or any of American Express cards for a long period of time, you will see them start to drop your limits month after month. So don't be surprised if that happens, but treat this card the way it should be used. This next bonus will only apply to some. If you're a startup business or you're a little bit newer in stage of business, you may not find this to be as beneficial, but for the business owners that are a lot further along in their career, they'll probably take advantage of this. And this is the $2,400 American Express statement credit. So you can unlock an additional $2,400 in statement credit, which means they credit you back this dollar amount, but you must first spend $250,000 on eligible purchases with Graphite, which will be listed inside of the app under membership. And yes, this card does have a $295 annual fee. However, when you're using it the way that you should and taking advantage of the full power of this card with the 2% cashback, 5% cashback on travel, this $2,400 statement credit, and all the other benefits that it comes with, that $295 will be eaten up instantly. I also want to mention their welcome offer. So most of the business cards will come with some sort of a welcome offer, and I think this one is pretty good. Most of them are points, but given that this is a cashback rewards card, you're gonna get a $1,500 cash back after you spend the first $50,000 in purchases on your new card within the first 6 months. Most of our business owners have no problem doing that. One of my favorite parts about American Express, and this goes with all of their cards, is they have a soft inquiry, no ding on your credit pre-approval. So you can actually apply to this card, find out if you're pre-approved, and if you are, then you can accept it. If you're not, hey, no problem, you don't have an inquiry. If you're seriously thinking about this card, I recommend heading over to American Express's website. I'll include the link at the bottom, and taking a look at their calculator. You already know what you spend in your business and what you plan to spend in your business, so you can pre-calculate what your rewards could look like. Let's do an example. So let's say that you are really gonna max this out and spend $500,000 a year on this card, which is not unusual. Simply by just transferring those purchases you are already gonna make to this card in the first year, on top of the $1,500 welcome offer, you get $10,000 cash back, totaling $11,500. This is kind of like free money. You are already going to make those purchases. You already spend this type of money in your business, and you can get an additional $11,500 cash back. Now, let's say you're going to do some travel on that as well. You're traveling from job site to job site, project to project, or wherever you're going, different conventions. Let's put 100,000 of that 500,000 as travel. This is flights, rental cars, hotels, whatever expenses for your travel. This is gonna boost you up to $13,000 cash back plus your $1,500 welcome offer, totaling in $14,500. You can have a lot of fun with this calculator and move numbers around just to see what is gonna be applicable for you. But the more you spend on travel, the higher cash back you get. So if you're planning on doing a lot of travel, pick up this card before you go. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I don't really care about cash back, I'm not part of the 50% that want that, but I want points, then I recommend the Chase Ink card. It's still one of my favorite cards. I personally use that card for all of my marketing, all of my ads, and tons of my business expenses. Also use American Express, but I still think Chase Ink holds some of the highest value in their travel points. So if you're a big traveler and you want to take advantage of those points, then Chase Ink is your card. And I made a video specifically about it right here.